Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. It's our Thursday night live demo, and first,
Hi everyone,
well,
Sarah here from the Paper Cut.
I was going to say first we need to
Thursday
check and make
night
sure all of
live.
our audios and stuff are off. So I know audio's working, I know visual's working. So once again, hello everyone. Sarah here with the Paper Cut, starting our Thursday night demo. All technology is working for now. So today was a really busy day here at the Paper Cut. We got all of the most of them. There's a couple sitting on my desk that add-ons and stuff like that. But for the most part, 99% of the class kits went out, and that would be the class for the 12th, which is the Fun Time Thursday, which has our waterfall cards. So, no, waterfall's on Friday. The guy cards are on Thursday. So, guy cards. So we have this one, our center stair step card, our inner stair step card, and then the one that I hadn't showed you yet is this one. This one you're going to get this car. You're going to get it all colored, but you're also going to get it stamped. So where you can have your choice for how to color the unstamped one or the uncolored one, or you can just use the colored one. So I'm going to go ahead and color mine with watercolors or Distress Oxide inks, or do one of those things during class. Totally up to you whether you want to use the colored one or whether you want to color it with me, and then you'll have another one to use on another project. So that'll be kind of fun. And then on Friday the 13th, I didn't realize it was Friday the 13th, we have Waterfall Friday. So on Waterfall Friday, we're doing something a little different. A lot of the times the waterfalls go this way, the vertical way. So we're doing the waterfall going horizontal. And we are altering our waterfall just a little bit. Normally they're bigger. So this one I'm going to teach you how to make it smaller so you can use smaller squares. This one I did alter a little bit so you see more of the background. So you'll be learning that on Friday. And then on Saturday, we have our first Crafters Classroom where we're doing magic cards, and we're doing 3 of them. Actually, we'll only get through 2, and then you'll do the last one on your own. So the magic cards are this cute little mouse, and the cute little bunnies, and the cute little chicks. They're all cute. The little spring animals. So those are from Impression Obsession. So all those class kits went out today. We had our record mail, and it wasn't our normal Steve mail guy. It was I can't remember her name.
Can they watch the classes even if they don't buy a kit?
Yeah, you can watch the classes even if you buy the kit. You just can't play along. Usually the classes do sell out, and I am like really close to out of magic. I'm really close out of all of them. So sometimes when you watch them, you can't get them after. I try to make enough so you can get them after, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. So, but yes, you can watch them. So our mail lady was here today, and I told her, I said, we're going to have a lot of mail. And she always comes back. They're always very nice, and they always come back later in the day. And I said, we'll probably have about 70 or so. Well, we had 120. So she came. At least they were little. They're the skinnier ones if they just had one kid in them. The padded flat rate envelopes if they had more than one kid in them. Some boxes. So yeah.
Is it too late to get a magic kit?
No, we still do have them. Yep. Actually, I think we close to ran out, but then I had them do like 20 more. So yeah, you can still get them. They're under the class page, and if you're only ordering 1 or 2 kits, you can pick the $5 first class, and then we'll get it in the mail via first class. So anyways, so that's what we have coming up. So what else do we have? We have our Comment Sold sale this Saturday, right after we do tonight's live demo, and I'm doing kind of a quicker one. We're going to do a tutorial, and I'm going to screen share, and I've never done this before, so it's going to kind of be experimental, but I kind of practiced it a little. So we're going to try and do a screen share with you so you can actually see the screens. How to sign up for Comment Sold, how to make sure I'm properly signed up for Comment Sold, how to put things in your basket, how to check out, how to view your order. So we're going to go through all that, and that will be a separate post. So we'll totally end this one. You'll give me about 5 minutes so I can get set up on my other computer. And yeah, we'll do that with you, and hopefully we'll get people squared away, because I know there's some people that still struggle with Comment Sold a little bit, how to get registered and stuff like that. So we're going to try and help you out. So let's get started. Let's go down to the table.
Done.
Okay, I'm not there yet. My stuff is there. Gotta put my samples away. Okay, here I am. So we're down at the table, and we have triple, square, and circle mini window cards. So these have the squares or the circles. I didn't bring any circle ones up here. All pre-cut out. We also have these two dies, which are sets of 2, and I can put the packages away because I have them right here. We have the dies so you can cut your own. So people always ask, do we have an overlay for the card? Well, we don't have an overlay for the card. This is a pretty narrow opening right here. So the overlay would be really teeny tiny in there. So this one, the larger of the 2, actually is this exact size. So you could take and you could cut your own triple mini window card with the die. Or you can cut an overlay card using the smaller one. So the smaller one, you cut your window, and we're actually going to do that with the circles. But first I'm going to do something with the card. So if you want to cut a card, or you want to have an overlay, you cut the smaller one in the card and you cut the larger one as an overlay. But we're going to take, and I'm going to make an overlay for the triple square, except it's going to fit exactly, because this die, which is the largest of the 2, is this exact size. It won't have a border around this window. It will fit that exactly. So I have some paper here, and this is one of the papers that we're using in class, and we are getting some, well, we're starting out with one printed paper pad just because I want to see how it works and if I can actually do it. But this is one of the papers that's in the new paper pad, which we don't have yet, but it's in the guide class next week. I'm hoping my samples come next week. Anyways, so this fits exactly. So how do we cut this with this? When you're laying the die down, you can kind of lay it down and you can kind of feel where it kind of pops into place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it down with a little bit of washi tape, and then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to show you. Hang on a second. Okay, so see, those cut exact. So if we want to take this, and it is narrower, but I'm going to do this, and then I do have something that I'm going to put down the side. So we would set our overlay. So the overlay is going to sit on top like this. We're going to place it behind. And if you're using a paper that is only one-sided, now our paper pads will have 2 different sides. I just had to print these to use them for class. But we need to put it behind like so, because that's the way we're cutting. And we want to make sure that we line it up. And I'm usually a go for it kind of gal, but with some things I do actually like to hold things in place so they don't move, especially when I'm die cutting, because I hate die cutting twice because I just was in a hurry and was being a go for it kind of gal, and I really should have held stuff into place. So I have it placed where it's going to be on the front, but I am on the inside. So I'm going to take my Sharpie. You might take a pencil. And I'm just going to draw where my squares will be. And then I can go ahead and take my die off. And I can go ahead and take my paper off. And now I know exactly where to cut. So now, after I cut this, this should perfectly line up with my windows on my card. And that's if sometimes when you draw, if you're at a certain angle, it Like if you're angled your marker in or angled your marker out, you'll have a different, you know what I mean. So anyways, we're going to put this through the die cutting machine. So I am over here. I didn't bring my die cutter over, but I am behind here cutting, making our thumps. Now I'm going to pop those out. And now this lines up with that. I am a little low right here, and I knew that when I put my paper behind there. One edge was a little bit narrower, so I am going to cut that off. Just a little bit, just a fuzz. And sometimes it's better just to leave it a little bit longer so you do have a little bit of wiggle room. But there, so now I can put my overlay right over the top. Oh, I hate when I do that.
What'd you do?
I bent my paper because, my tape gun is, once it gets down low on tape, it gets tighter, and I pulled and I wasn't holding down, and I hate when I bend my paper. So I'm going to go to my
Naughty paper.
1/4 inch, which actually was the better tape gun, better tape gun to use anyways, because these are a little bit narrower.
Couldn't you cut with the die when you have the paper behind the card?
Sometimes you can. My dies are probably very used. When your dies are newer and not have cut like 200 cards, you probably can. The deep edge dies remember that we played with, those would cut through 3 layers of paper.
Okay.
These are just regular dies, and yes, mine are very used. So when you first get a die, they're a little bit sharper. After you cut 200-300 cards with them, they do get a little dull.
Okay. Yeah, they do.
So that's why I just do it the other way. So yeah, you can always try that. Now I kinked my paper there too. Darn it. So, and this is a zigzag die of ours that I don't use very often, but it kind of looks like a saw. So I thought it worked perfectly with this. Now these are some of our pieces from our guy card that we're doing, and sometimes I just have to go with pieces like that in order to do my my live demos for you guys, because I have them already cut. And that kind of sometimes inspires me to do something else. And I've been meaning to do mini windows lately, and then I always did other stuff, but the tools fit through the mini window. So I am going to put our piece of fossil on the inside. I love this new pattern paper that we're getting with the wood slats. It's kind of different than a lot of pattern papers that I've seen out there where it's actually like an actual image. So now I can I can either put this through the window, and that square is a little bit big. And then I have some tools that do fit through the windows.
Is the wood pattern for sale?
Not yet. I'm waiting till I get my samples before I actually put them online, because the samples are supposed to come next week, and then I will put them online. I just want to make sure that everything's hunky-dory, because I don't want you waiting for weeks once I put them on. I want to be able to ship them fairly soon after I put them on. So, and then if those all work out, then I'm going to do some more pattern paper pads. Just for funsies, because I've been using them a little bit lately. And, yeah. So we can put our little tools in there. And I did have a few other words. I did have this set of words attached. I'm not sure if nope, it doesn't really fit there. But but I can always put this here, or I have my toolbox too. Put my toolbox over there. So I'm gonna just attach my words. And because this square is a little bit big, I can't, you know, if you cut a square that fits through the window, which I think it's 1 1/4 inch. Yes, it is 1 1/4 inch window. You can actually put it right through the window. This one's a little bit big. So what I do is I just kind of hold it behind there. Oh, go ahead.
Do you sell all the different sizes of slimline cards and their matching envelopes in bulk?
Yes. Yep. So slimline cards. We have the regular slimline card, which is 3.5 by 8.5. We have a large slimline, which is 4 by 9, and we have a mini slimline, which is 3.5 by 6. So yes, we have a good assortment of slimline products. Yes.
Is this triple mini window cards and dies a kit?
The cards come separate. The dies come together, and I'm going to show you how to use the dies together to make a window card and an overlay as soon as I finish. So no, the cards don't come with the dies. You can use them separate. Like you can make just a card using, you know, just the mini window card, and you don't even need the die. So, but if you want to make an overlay or something like two-tone like that, the dies come in handy, or I'm going to show you how to use it the other way. Now, I did, and I don't think I have one, I want an X-Acto, and I'm going to cut a hole in my tool box, because then the saw can kind of fit inside there. So yeah, let's just attach our toolbox. Actually, I'm going to attach it. I'm just going to attach it on the sides. But if you take a X-Acto and you cut a little slit in the toolbox, like right in here, you can put your saw in there like it's standing out of the toolbox. And we're going to do that in class next week. So I'll get my X-Acto in here for that.
Do you have mini pudgy slimline?
What size is that? What is it? Mini pudgy?
Mini pudgy.
Oh, well, I'm sure we could make it. But I don't know what size a mini pudgy is. But I'd be happy to help you with that. We have the mini, which is 3, and I'm just going to set these tools. These two.
Mini pudgy slimline.
Yeah, I'd like to know what a mini pudgy slimline is. So, whoever asked that question, if you want to
Facebook user, I can't tell you.
Yeah, but if you want to give me the dimensions, we will try and help you out with a mini pudgy slimline. Anyways, so that's just using the pre-cut card and the largest die to make an overlay. So let's go on to actually taking a card. This is a mini slimline. I don't know if it's pudgy or not, but this is a mini slimline.
Pudgy, does that mean overeaten?
So you can do this one of two ways. I do like to cut my overlay first. And I am just going to put this right in the middle, and I'm going to use my circles.
Okay, here's the answer. Mini pudgy slimline seems like it might be an A2.
Oh, well then it's an A2.
Maybe it's just a pudgy slimline. She'll check on the dimensions.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that too, because really we can score cards any size, and when the slimlines kind of came around, it was really easy for us to say, yeah, we can do that, because scoring is super easy for us.
Ooh, there's an ad for mini pudgy slimlines on here.
All right.
All right.
Then anyways, I'm not going to attach my overlay down yet, just because I might want to stamp on it. I probably will, and I'm probably going to put some little butterflies in there. But you can take your smaller one and just kind of line it up and see how it lines up perfectly in there. Then again, I'm going to take some type of writing utensil, and I'm just going to trace those.
Another question?
Oh, I could run it through right now. Yes, another question.
Okay. How do these differ from the Z-fold card making dies?
Well, the Z-fold card making dies have scores in them. So these just cut windows.
Okay.
The Z-fold card making dies are, hang on, I'm just going to set this. So the Z-fold card making dies are a score, and then they cut a circle, and then well, I should have done scores like this. Oh, I can do it with my Sharpie. So like a Z-fold card making die is a score, and the dash mark is a score, and then it cuts like a half shape. That's not a very good circle. And then it does another score. So that's what our Z-fold card making dies. They score and they cut a half shape. Where these are actually window dies. So what I was saying was I could just actually put this right on top of here and cut. But this solid metal right here is going to leave a little bit of an indent in between my two windows on my overlay. So I do kind of like to take that off. But you might not mind the little indent. And then I'm just going to line up my pencil marks with my die. And I'm going to run it through my machine.
So basically the Z-fold dies have scores as well as die cuts.
Yes,
Okay.
the Z-fold card making dies. And you can find, I've done them, and I'll probably do them again periodically. I can't remember even the last time. I think I did them in the beginning of the year. But there is a YouTube video. Like all of our Thursday night demos are saved on YouTube. So you can always go check out the Z-fold card making dies if you want them like right now. Okay. If you want to wait, I can do it another week. So anyways, so when you use the two dies, you have the smaller one that you use for the window card, and then you have the larger one that you use for the overlay. Are we still talking mini pudgy?
No, whoever this is, she says, I'll stop asking questions. Ha ha. Don't stop asking questions.
Don't worry. We like to answer questions. Gives me something to talk about, so I'm just not babbling. So anyways.
Babbling, that's called babbling with a purpose.
Yeah, babbling with a purpose. So yeah, the small one you'll use for your window, and I just put a lighter piece of purple inside here just so you could see the difference. But you'll use the smaller one for your window card, your larger one for your overlay. And, you don't even need to do that. If you just want to make an overlay that just goes on a card, because people use these for shaker cards, so you could use just an overlay out of the bigger one or the little one, and you don't have to use them together. So these are pretty versatile, where you can use them together, you can use them separate, you can use them with our window card. So, and they don't come in a ton of colors, but that's what they're pre-done ones. These don't come in a lot of colors. They come in a white, a cream, a red, and then two metallic colors, Cryogen White and Poison Ivory. Now, I'm going to give you a little secret. We do have a lot of red. So this comment sold sale, I will have some pieces and parts and class kits like I normally have and metallics, but I'm going to do overstock stuff too. So I'm going to go out in the warehouse and I'm going to look at where the piles are really big and I'm going to say, we've got too much stock of this, and it's going to be discounted more than it will for our coupon code next week. So during comments sold, I will be having red mini window cards, triple mini window cards, because we have a bunch of them. So yeah, these would make a great little Christmas card. You can put an overlay on it in white, and yeah, you could do something really cute with that.
Yeah.
I just wasn't in the Christmas mood to do the Christmas today, so... But
that's the benefit of doing that comment sold ahead of time, right?
Yeah, because you're going to get some stuff that's going to be like our normal discount during our sales is 20% off. So that's what our discount code will be, which I haven't given it out yet. That will come on Saturday. But then comment sold, you're going to get it for reduced even more. And it's going to be a lot of overstock stuff. Mm-hmm. So stuff that maybe you didn't know that we had, that you're like, I never even looked at that online. So anyways, I hope you can join us for Comments Sold. And if you don't know how comment sold works, I'm going to try and do a screen share, and we're going to go through and do that in a little bit. What time are we at? Oh, we're at 6:26. Perfect. So I'm going to let you go for now. Join me back in about 5 minutes, and we'll do a comment sold tutorial for those of you who are interested, and that's if I can get my screen sharing to work. So trying something new. So
Okay.
anyways, see you in a little bit. Thanks for joining me. Bye, guys.